Hello, Baton Rouge Country Club members. Joe Burden again, coming back at you here with a instructional video on how to book tee times for guest play. So basically, the process is very similar to booking tee times for member play in how it starts. So basically, we're going to hit the book button here in the app. We're going to make sure that we've got the facility as the golf course, and then we're going to pick the day that we want to play. I'm going to pick Sunday the 13th right now. And here's where it gets a little bit different. Now, what we want to pay attention to, importantly, is maybe any guest restrictions that are in play for that day. So those would be listed here at the top of the screen. Also, you'll note, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but we do have that five-some rule where five-sums are not allowed on the golf course before 9. So you can see the system already knows that and won't let you book a five-some until after 9 o'clock. But I'm going to stroll down here. And I'm going to pick a 2 o'clock tee time, just like I would for the member play. But in this case, when I start to tap on the X button here, the cross button to add an available spot, it defaults, as you can see, to the member being highlighted. I'm going to actually go over here and I'm going to select guest. So the first thing you want to do when you do this is you want to go ahead and you want to type in your guest name, because once we start having you all use this, these guests will stay in the system and you won't have to continue to set them up each time. So I'm going to go ahead and start typing one of my best friends here, Lamar Jackson, who's going to come out and join me for a round of golf. I see here that no match is there, so I'm just going to hit this button here that says add a new guest. And there he is. Now, if I know Lamar's email, I can put that in here, but you don't need that. If you want to include that and you know it, it just means this person's going to get an email confirmation reminding them of the dress code and other policies. But I don't know Lamar's email, so I'm just going to hit add guest. And you can see, just like on the member side, he's already check marked here, and now I can continue. Now, just so you know, here's something that's very important. There's one more step to this, is I need to set up Lamar as either a resident or a non-resident guest. Because if you look at my screen right now, I'm trying to book this person at 2 o'clock on a Sunday, and resident guests can't play on Sundays. And it's going to default your guest to a resident guest. Well, we know Lamar doesn't live close to the club. He lives up in Baltimore. So what I'm going to do to change that, to make sure I get him set up the right way, is the little 3 dots that are on the right side of Lamar's name. I'm going to touch that. I'm going to edit player. And then here, down at the bottom, remember we talked about this in terms of transportation type. This is what you would do with a member to change their transportation type from cart, or if they're going to play 9 or 18 holes. I'm going to come here and I'm actually going to change him to a non-resident guest, and I'm going to click that one, okay? The other thing you'll note here is, and this is not applicable to us, you'll never touch this button. This is the guest paying. That should always be left at no, because we always have the guest charges go through the member account. So you don't ever need to touch that button. But I've now set Lamar up as a weekend non-resident guest, and I'm going to hit continue. And as you can see, that little flag that came up before, that wasn't going to let me book this tee time. It's going to let me book the tee time. Also, you should note, right underneath Lamar's name, you can see where it says 1 of 4 used. So our guest rules are guests can play at the club, resident and non-resident guests, up to 4 times a year. So it will track this. And once a guest reaches that 4-time limit, it will not let you book a tee time for that guest. So keep that in mind. But you know here that Lamar's only played here. This will be the first time he's ever played here. So that's really about it. The last thing I'm going to do, just like with the member time, is I can add a note if I want by clicking the add note, and that will come up with my tee time. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and hit complete booking. And that's that. And if I go back to my home page, I've now added my Sunday tee time. So I'm playing a lot of golf this weekend. I played today at 10 a.m. I'm playing Sunday at 1:20. And then I'm also playing Sunday again at 2 o'clock. So I'm playing twice on Sunday. Great. All right, that's it for now.